Walia ibex. The Walia ibex is a nocturnal herbivore found in desert cliffs and mountainous regions. These animals primarily feed on desert bushes and grasses, spending much of their time foraging for food. They reproduce throughout the year, with most young being born between September and October. These offspring can reproduce by their first year. Unfortunately, the Walia ibex is critically endangered, with only about 400 individuals remaining in the wild, highlighting the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect this species. Ethiopian wolf. The Ethiopian wolf is a carnivorous species primarily feeding on rodents, along with goslings, eggs, and occasionally scavenging carcasses. It may hunt in packs for larger prey, including hares, antelopes, and lambs. This unique wolf inhabits high-altitude prairies across several mountain ranges in Ethiopia, with a significant presence in Bale Mountains National Park. Notably, Ethiopian wolves engage in social behaviors, gathering 3 times daily to greet one another. Their distinctive howl serves as a communication tool to alert pack members of threats or to call them together. Giraffe. Giraffes inhabit scrub and grasslands in northern and southern Africa, primarily within savanna ecosystems. They are herbivores, feeding mainly on leaves from acacia trees, using their long, prehensile tongues, about 1.5 feet, to reach high branches. An adult giraffe consumes approximately 220 pounds of food and 100 pints of water daily. In terms of reproduction, females have a gestation period of 15 months and typically give birth to 1 calf, although twins are rare. Giraffes tend to live in small groups of 5 to 6 individuals, often led by a dominant male. Notably, when a giraffe calf is born, it experiences a fall of about 7 feet to the ground. African elephant. The African elephant primarily inhabits regions in Tanzania, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Gabon, the Congo, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, favoring savanna ecosystems. In terms of reproduction, female elephants typically give birth every 4 years after a lengthy gestation period of about 22 months. They remain fertile until around the age of 55 to 60. Alarmingly, the African elephant population has drastically declined from an estimated 5 million in 1930 to only 400,000 to 500,000 today, largely due to extensive culling for ivory until the early 1970s. Pelican. Pelicans, specifically the white pelican, primarily feed on fish that they catch in shallow waters. These birds are social hunters, often gathering in groups of 8 to 12 to encircle schools of fish before plunging their long bills into the water to capture their prey in their large throat pouches. White pelicans inhabit regions from Eastern Europe to Mongolia and sub-Saharan Africa, favoring areas near lakes and marshlands with shallow water. Interestingly, humans utilize various parts of pelicans. Their skin is made into leather, their fat is used for medicinal purposes, and their droppings serve as fertilizer. Hippopotamus. Hippopotami inhabit various regions across the African continent, primarily residing in lakes and rivers within grassland or estuarine areas. They require water to keep their skin hydrated. These large mammals consume around 90 pounds of aquatic plants and grasses daily, which constitutes less than 2% of their body weight. Reproductively, hippos mate during the dry season, with females giving birth to a single calf either on land or in water during the rainy season. Newborns typically weigh about 100 pounds. Interestingly, despite their bulk, hippos are surprisingly swift on land. Their skin also secretes a reddish substance that serves as a natural sunblock when they are out of the water. Lion. Lions are large carnivorous mammals that can weigh up to 550 pounds and reach lengths of about 7 feet. Males are distinguished by their impressive bushy manes, which give them a majestic and formidable appearance. Historically, lions roamed across regions including India, the Near East, the Balkans, and Africa. However, their current habitats are primarily limited to the African savanna and the Gur region of India. As apex predators, Lions have a diverse diet that includes large herbivores like giraffes and zebras, as well as smaller animals such as insects. Unfortunately, lions face significant threats due to habitat destruction, challenges in finding prey, and human persecution, which jeopardize their survival in the wild. Golden-rumped elephant shrew. The golden-rumped elephant shrew is an insectivorous mammal native to the forests along the Kenyan coast. It primarily feeds on a variety of invertebrates, utilizing its long nose to uncover insects, spiders, centipedes, and earthworms beneath leaves. Unfortunately, this species faces a significant threat due to habitat loss from deforestation for agricultural purposes, putting it at risk of extinction. Socially, golden-rumped elephant shrews live in pairs and construct nests that they rebuild every few days. They have a unique defense mechanism. When sensing a predator, they communicate with each other by hitting the ground with their tails and emitting warning squeals. Colobus. The colobus monkey is a tree-dwelling species native to African rainforests and wooded savannas, primarily found in regions from Cameroon to Ethiopia. These monkeys predominantly feed on leaves, fruits, and flowers. They typically live in small social groups of around 10 individuals, which include one reproductive male and 3 or 4 adult females. Notably, when a female gives birth, she leaves the group, and the infant is born with a distinctive snowy white fur, contrasting with the darker coloration of the adults. Historically, colobus monkeys were hunted for their fur, which was used in tribal ceremonies. Hartlaub's turaco. The Hartlaub's turaco is primarily found in the mountainous regions of Kenya, with populations also in Tanzania and Uganda. These birds inhabit forested areas at elevations between 5,000 and 10,000 feet. Their nests, constructed from interwoven twigs, are typically situated 10 to 30 feet above the ground, where the female lays 2 eggs per clutch. Hartlaub's turaco is a relatively large bird, averaging 18 inches in length, and its diet consists mainly of plants and fruits, along with insects such as grubs, butterflies, and beetles. Mountain gorilla. Mountain gorillas inhabit the volcanic regions between Uganda, Rwanda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. As herbivores, they primarily feed on fruits, stalks, shoots, and bark, with occasional consumption of small invertebrates. These sociable animals live in family groups ranging from 5 to 10 members and occupy territories of 3 to 16 square miles. Raising a young gorilla typically takes 6 to 8 years. Notably, the dominant male in these groups is referred to as a silverback. Rwenzori turaco. The Rwenzori turaco is a bird species endemic to the Albertine Rift region, found exclusively in volcanic and mountainous areas at altitudes ranging from 7,500 to 10,500 feet. It primarily feeds on fruit, but has a varied diet that includes insects, slugs, snakes, leaves, creepers, and ferns. For reproduction, Rwenzori turacos build nests made of interwoven branches, typically situated 10 to 18 feet above the ground in bamboo thickets. This unique bird is notable for its specialized habitat and dietary preferences, making it a distinct species within its ecological niche. Lowland gorilla. Lowland gorillas primarily inhabit the expansive forests of Central Africa, with a significant population found in Gabon. These herbivorous primates have a diverse diet that includes fruits, stalks, shoots, and bark, along with the occasional small invertebrate. Notably, lowland gorillas are highly expressive creatures, capable of producing a variety of sounds, up to 22 different vocalizations, while also displaying behaviors such as yawning, coughing, and scratching themselves. Their social and communicative nature highlights their complex interactions within their habitat. Congo peacock. The Congo peacock primarily feeds on fruits from local trees, along with aquatic insects and termites. This bird inhabits the tropical rainforests of Central Africa, specifically south of the Zaire River. Unfortunately, its habitat is under threat from farming and mining activities, and the species faces additional dangers from hunting and traps set for smaller mammals. Notably, The Congo peacock was discovered by an American ornithologist in 1936, making its late discovery unusual for a bird of such size. Unlike other peacocks, which are native to Asia, the Congo peacock is unique as it is indigenous to Africa. Okapi. The okapi is a large mammal that can weigh up to 700 pounds, primarily feeding on the leaves, buds, and shoots of over 100 different woodland species, along with grasses, fruits, and ferns. Once found in Uganda, okapis have largely disappeared from the region due to deforestation and are now confined to the tropical forests of northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo, thriving in thick forest scrubland near running water at elevations between 1,600 and 3,200 feet. Since their discovery in 1900, okapis have been highly sought after by zoos worldwide. However, many did not survive the perilous journeys by boat or train to reach these facilities. Chimpanzee. Chimpanzees are mammals native to the rainforests and wooded savannas of equatorial Africa, ranging from Sierra Leone and Guinea to the lakes of Tanganyika and Victoria. As diurnal omnivores, they have a diverse diet that includes termites, ants, honey, bird eggs, birds, small mammals, and approximately 200 species of fruits and leaves. Unfortunately, the chimpanzee population has dwindled to around 250,000 individuals due to threats such as hunting for food and crop protection. This decline highlights the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect these remarkable primates. Crowned hawk eagle. The crowned hawk eagle primarily inhabits mountain forests and the dense rainforests of Africa. This bird of prey has a diet that consists of 98% mammals, with monkeys being its preferred choice, along with small antelopes and hyrax. In terms of reproduction, the female lays 1 to 2 eggs that are white or cream with red speckles. The young eagles are able to fly after about 4 months, but remain dependent on their parents for an extended period, which can delay the parents' ability to mate in the following year. Interestingly, despite never exceeding 9 pounds in weight, crowned hawk eagles are capable of capturing prey heavier than themselves. Golden cat. The golden cat is a nocturnal feline native to the rainforests, mountains, and savanna fringes of equatorial Africa. While primarily ground-dwelling, it is also skilled at climbing trees. Its diet consists mainly of medium-sized prey, including birds, small ungulates, rodents, and fish. Additionally, the golden cat holds cultural significance in Pygmy religious beliefs, with its tail being used as a talisman for protecting elephant hunters. Ogilby's duiker. Ogilby's duiker is a species native to Western Africa, primarily found in Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and Ghana. These animals thrive in dense forests and savannas, often living solitary lives or in pairs. Their diet mainly consists of fallen fruits, although they also consume seeds, plants, and flowers, frequently foraging beneath trees where monkeys feed. Unfortunately, Ogilby's duikers are becoming increasingly rare, with an estimated population of only 35,000 remaining due to habitat destruction and hunting pressures. Hoopoe. The hoopoe is a bird that primarily feeds on a variety of invertebrates, including larvae, crickets, beetles, and worms. It thrives in semi-desert and open scrubland habitats, often nesting in hollow trees, old walls, or abandoned structures. This species is commonly found in southern Europe and eastern Africa during the winter months. However, hoopoe populations are declining due to modern agricultural practices that utilize pesticides and fungicides, as well as habitat loss from deforestation, particularly the reduction of old trees in contemporary orchards. These factors pose significant threats to their survival. Rhinoceros. The black rhinoceros primarily inhabits the scrub and thorny brush of the savanna, where they tend to be solitary, particularly the males. As herbivores, their diet consists of grasses, leaves, fruits, tree branches, bulbs, and swamp plants, with foraging peaking during the morning and evening hours. Female black rhinos reproduce approximately every 2 years, while their young reach sexual maturity around ages 4 to 5. Notably, they possess a horn that can grow up to 2 feet long, composed of keratin, the same material found in human hair and nails. Kori bustard. The kori bustard is a large bird native to eastern and southern Africa, particularly found in prairies, savannas, alluvial valleys, and dune areas of Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania. Known for its varied diet, it consumes flowers, berries, seeds, insects like grasshoppers and beetles, as well as lizards, snakes, and bird eggs. Remarkably, the kori bustard is one of the heaviest birds on the continent, weighing up to 45 pounds. Due to its significant weight, it flies only when necessary, requiring considerable effort to take off, but achieving rapid flight once airborne. Zebra. Zebras, specifically the mountain zebra, primarily graze on grass and foliage, and can survive for over 3 days without water, often digging deep into dried riverbeds to find moisture. These zebras inhabit the dry, rocky hills and mountains of Namibia, where isolated populations still exist. They face threats from predators like lions, hyenas, and leopards. Interestingly, mountain zebras communicate with a plaintive whinny similar to that of horses, while other African zebras produce a barking sound. Cheetah. The cheetah is a remarkable feline, known for its incredible speed, reaching up to 80 miles per hour, making it the fastest quadruped on Earth. Historically, cheetahs were widespread across Africa, Asia Minor, and India. However, they are now extinct in India and primarily reside in reserves in East and Southwest Africa. Their diet mainly consists of antelope, impala, and Thompson's gazelle, but they also hunt hares and birds. Weighing around 130 pounds, cheetahs tend to avoid confrontations with larger predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas. In terms of reproduction, female cheetahs have a gestation period of 90 days and typically give birth to 1 to 3 cubs, which they raise independently. Tomato frog. The tomato frog, known for its vibrant red color reminiscent of tomatoes, is a large round frog native to Madagascar. These frogs primarily inhabit low-altitude areas near small lakes and muddy ponds, where they thrive on a diet consisting of insects and small animals, including flies, grasshoppers, earthworms, and crickets. When threatened, tomato frogs can inflate their bodies as a defense mechanism. Remarkably, they can live up to 15 years and reproduce by laying between 1,000 to 1,500 eggs in the water. After about 36 hours, the eggs hatch into tiny tadpoles, beginning their life cycle in the aquatic environment. Brown mezite. The brown mezite is a ground-dwelling bird native to the tropical forests of eastern Madagascar. It primarily feeds on seeds, small insects, and other invertebrates that it forages from the forest floor. Unfortunately, its habitat is threatened by agricultural expansion and commercial logging. Notably, the brown mezite is not an adept flyer. It prefers to remain close to the ground and builds its nest just 3 feet above the ground, making it vulnerable to predators. Indri. The indri is the largest surviving species of lemur in Madagascar, known for its strictly vegetarian diet consisting of fruits and leaves. It inhabits the high-altitude forests and rainforests in the northeast of Madagascar. Unfortunately, the indri is classified as an endangered species due to habitat destruction caused by oil drilling, logging, and intensive farming practices, which have already led to the extinction of many lemur species on the island. Interestingly, lemurs have been present in Madagascar for approximately 60 million years, believed to have migrated from Africa on natural rafts, benefiting from the lack of predators in their new environment. Leaf-tailed gecko. The leaf-tailed gecko, native to the tropical rainforests of Madagascar, is renowned for its exceptional camouflage, resembling leaves, bark, and lichen. This nocturnal species typically measures between 3 to 10 inches in length and primarily feeds on insects while residing in trees. Breeding this gecko in captivity poses challenges due to the difficulty of mimicking its natural climatic conditions. Interestingly, its name is derived from the unique, flat shape of its tail, which enhances its disguise in the wild. Purple heron. The purple heron thrives in shallow water areas rich in aquatic vegetation. Its diet consists mainly of fish from still waters, small lizards, grass snakes, and mollusks. During the breeding season, these herons build nests among reeds or on willow trees, with females typically laying around 5 eggs. The young herons fledge after 45 to 50 days. For birdwatchers hoping to spot a purple heron, the best times are at dawn while they hunt for breakfast, or a couple of hours before midday when they search marshlands for frogs. Wild dog. Wild dogs are social hunters that primarily target medium-sized mammals like gazelles, antelopes, and zebras when in packs. When hunting alone, they opt for smaller prey, such as rabbits and insects. These animals inhabit a variety of environments in southeastern Africa, including prairies, grassy savannas, and wooded areas across countries like South Africa, Botswana, and Tanzania. Their range also extends to semi-desert and mountainous regions of the southern Sahara. Unfortunately, wild dogs face threats from human activity, which leads to habitat destruction and the spread of diseases from domesticated animals. Sitatunga. The sitatunga is a unique antelope species that inhabits the flooded forests and swamps of Central and Western Africa, showcasing remarkable swimming abilities. Its diet primarily consists of rushes, leaves from swamp bushes, grasses, fallen fruits, and occasionally tree bark. Unfortunately, the sitatunga population is currently estimated to be fewer than 250,000 individuals, with numbers declining, highlighting the need for conservation efforts to protect this species. Sable antelope. The sable antelope primarily feeds on grass and leaves found at heights of 2 to 4 feet. This species inhabits the prairies, savannas, and wooded regions of eastern and southern Africa, particularly in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Unfortunately, the sable antelope population is declining due to habitat destruction, food scarcity, and trophy hunting. Notably, male sable antelopes can weigh around 500 pounds and live up to 19 years, typically residing in groups with a harem of females that they fiercely protect from threats. Crocodile. Crocodiles are versatile reptiles found in various habitats across Africa, including swamps, rivers, estuaries, and coastal mangroves, extending from the southern Sahara to Lesotho. They are opportunistic carnivores, preying on a wide range of animals, particularly vertebrates like antelope and zebra, as well as fish, birds, and occasionally lions. Reproduction involves the female laying 20 to 80 eggs in a nest dug into the riverbank. Interestingly, the sex of the hatchlings is determined by the temperature of the eggs. Average temperatures yield males, while extremes lead to females.